Ain't nothing real quick with y'all. Did you guys see this article? Yes, no?
Yeah.
Nah,
No, I didn't
I
see
ain't
that
see it.
though.
Alex, break this down for me if you don't mind.
Okay, so it was initially posted on the Shade Room, and it was talking about how on the dating apps the research was done, and they were saying that a lot of men are complaining that they're lonely, they're single, and they're having a hard time navigating relationships. So when I went to read the article, it was saying that the evidence, because y'all like to talk about data and things of that nature, was saying that women are raising their expectations because women are making more money now. A man coming to the table with his job and being able to um, quote unquote support a woman is no longer enough. Women want men with emotional intelligence. Women want more than just, okay, you pay the bills. So I shared it because we're always having that conversation about what does a man or a woman bring to the table. And I know in previous conversations, y'all were saying or was implied that I pay the bills, I come home, that's enough. Some of you were saying that. And women were saying that because now we are making our own money, we are self sufficient, we need you to come to the table with more than just your paycheck. So that's why I was sharing this.
Oh yeah.
Anyway,
Don't get mad. I wasn't trying to make it a topic. I was sharing it because of previous conversations we were having.
so this
So,
article, I saw it last night. This article is void of a few things. It's void of the men who are actually about that action. One, two, the brothers who are making that level of paper, and three, it almost exclusively sounds as if it was written by a man but channeled through a woman. I feel like it had a little simp signature in it, right? Like, and I don't want to preface that there's always some sort of simp nature when a man speaks about other men, but it's always in deficit and uprooting of women, right? So it's just like, where is this type of energy coming from? And thankfully, there's some sort of data with it, but it's like it's the same. It's just like, oh, men don't know how to do this or that, yada yada yada. Now, are men statistically depressed? Are men statistically the highest suicide rates? Are men statistically the ones that only take on the hardest jobs in the world? Yes, right. So if I'm doing all that and I'm focused on just living and eating, the idea of practicing how to approach women may not be at the forefront of my mind, right? So like, yeah, like if that comes to a point, I'm 30, 40, I want to start a family and I don't know how to engage women, like, yeah, then I might have a difficult time dating. That's not a shocker.
Yes, but in previous conversation, the aim is always directed toward, well, women need to do this, women need to do that, I need her to be this, I need to be that. And remember that time we had a conversation that was saying how women are taking classes to learn how to please their man, how to cook, how to do this, how to do that, but what are the men doing? And in several times, I don't know if you were part of this conversation, Eddie, but several times, y'all were, the narrative was that, well, I need her to come home and do X, Y, and Z. We don't care about the money you make. We don't care about this. We don't care about that. And in return, women are now saying, okay, well, I don't care about the money you make also because I bring stuff to the table too. But you need more than that. It is a partnership.
I
So
mean, I
listen.
maybe
think
you
that's
can,
fair. In a relationship period, both parties need to have vetted expectations. So, like, I mean, from the start, when you start dating somebody, you need to let it be known what your boundaries are and what you're looking for. And if that person doesn't meet that point, I mean, regardless of what you bring to the table, if that person ain't what you're looking for, bounce,
thank you, Tina.
man or woman.
I agree with Jay
I
with
mean,
that.
we all gotta be better people. Period. Like, I mean, for ourselves first before we can try to even be in a relationship. You can't get two broken people together and make a whole. You're just gonna have a broke ass something broke.
I also think that when they're tying it to the dating apps like data and stuff, um, I think there's probably a change as well because women don't mind being single longer now, don't finding other outlets than being stressed in a relationship that doesn't work for them. They're dating other women and openly doing it and being fine with it. And then guys are weirdly, because I've been on dating apps before, like engage in a really crude way. Like, so they're not getting as much play off of dating apps and come off as like if the reports are coming in that they're lonely, that's probably why.
Most niggas in them dating apps just trying to smash anyway.
Exactly.
True. Very true.
I mean,
Very
like you like that. That's just a quicker way to get, you know. That's a
But
quicker way to get access.
Yeah, I also think there's underlying things when anybody's main motive is just that. There's an underlying loneliness, non-connection with another human being that exists as well that they're not addressing.
Hold on, though, shit. Hold on.
Would you attach that to women too?
Bob, you awake now?
Go ahead,
Yes.
Bob. Go ahead, Bob.
I would attach that to women as well.
Topics like this kind of like they throw me off because like I'm married, so I try to like separate my marriage from some shit like that, like this, and just think about how I would be or how I would react if I was in these situations. Now, just like Jay just said, let's say I wasn't married, right? And I didn't have no companion, no nothing, right? I would just be trying to get buns because there's certain things that men don't want to fucking deal with on a daily basis from women, and that's just a fact. You know what I'm saying?
For women now. Same for women
So-
now.
So if I could just, hey, but listen, I'm speaking for men now. Can I speak? Now, if I could just erase these things from my life, you know, I would be straight. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to come home to no bullshit every day. I don't want to deal with nobody else's kids. You and your baby father, take you and all your baby fathers and just go live on some deserted island somewhere and leave me the hell alone. I'm not checking for you. All right, but women with no kids, I mean, I could deal with you to a certain extent if I was single, but when you start getting on my nerves, I'm on to the next. So I wouldn't call that being lonely or that's something underlying wrong with me. Like, nah, I'm just out here trying to get buns and have a good time. Let's get it.
But having no emotional connection to anybody else, no relationship, and like you're married, at some point you were courting, getting to know her, wanted to take that next step, and that's a beautiful thing because you have a great connection with your wife. Like,
yeah, that's my dog now.
Yeah.
Now.
But like in general, people go through, I know some people go through a whole phase. Some people, if we want to call it that, some people just want to have exactly what you said. And I think that goes for women as well. Idea of not dealing with a nigga and his kids and his baby mamas and his bullshit. I ain't got to cook, clean for your ass, get the fuck up and go. Like, that's appealing to a lot of women right now. And like, they don't want to know your fucking favorite color or what you like to eat, what you want to smell like. Nothing like that. We don't want to know none of that. Some of us.
Yeah, but hold on, Shannon. But
both ways.
I feel like women will be more looking for a companion than a man would be in this day and age. Like, cause right now, men, single men out there, we feel like women trying to line us up for our pockets. We don't feel like women are genuine these days. We feel like there's always some like y'all want something from us. You know what I'm saying?
Do you not want something from us?
Yeah, the buns.
Yeah. Okay. So we all have motive. And I'm not saying,
but long term,
but Alex, but if you know I'm successful and I got a good career and you know my benefits is hitting like, and you ain't on that same level as me,
and that's fine, but you need to come to the table with more than that, because if I also have a good job and I also have good benefits, what else is there? And that's what the article was talking about. It was saying that women are coming to the table with more than we did before, right? So now in a marriage, it's more than just financial stability. I also need to make sure that you are able to be a partner. And it was sharing how women feel that men are just not ready anymore, that they're not ready. And now that women don't need their money, men have to figure out, okay, what else can I bring to the table?
Yo, I ain't trying to figure out nothing, because at this point I would just be playing house. We're just gonna be playing house. All right, because both parties gonna be on defense because we both straight. Nobody gonna want to fold, and that's the problem nowadays. You know what I'm saying? I sit back and I look at individuals around me that are no longer married or whatnot, and it's kind of sickening. It really is. It's because it feels like everybody just gave up on each other. You know what I'm saying? And,
but I think this goes to our second topic we're going to get to in a minute, I guess, Ham. But like, when all the bullshit's put aside, you really want to be with your friend, someone who got your back, like someone you want to connect with, build with. So all the bullshit aside of like dating and just fucking and all this other shit, you really are just trying to find someone to align with, right? So is it best to like have a friendship on top of that?
Of course,
That goes
friendship
with
come
one.
first. Just know,
Right.
Shannon, just know I'm not being married 2 times. Just know that. Just
You got the
know.
whole death till we part thing down, right?
I'm never being married 2, 3, 4 times. This is it. This is it.
I love that for you.
What you think,
Word
A?
So men's loneliness has nothing to do with women's standards rising, like at all. It's more so to do with the fact that men are talking more, but we've always been lonely. We've been taught, so you have to do everything by yourself. We just communicate it more now as well, too. Also, single men on the app means nothing because a lot of men feel lonely in marriages, in relationships, too. So it really has nothing to do with women at all. And then even when I was clicking on those different studies from the shade room, because when I seen y'all talking about it, I think just because people, it's like the Bible, you know, people will pick and choose a bunch of scriptures just to kind of pick a narrative. People did the same thing with that data, because even when you look through some of the studies that they did, like the average age of the man was 50 from the men that was interviewed for. Like, you see what I'm saying? So that's because you have a number. You still got to go back and literally read the articles and read everything. But 2 things can be true. So while you have women who are saying, no, I need more, I need this from a man, men feeling more lonelier, that doesn't mean there is they're relative to each other. Like, this is because of this, just because they're happening at the same time. Because a man with bread, if a man don't got money and can't take care of himself, a woman's not going to give him the time of day, period. And a man with money is never going to struggle to have women, period. And a man having women with him or not doesn't impact it whether he feels alone or not.
There's plenty of women taking care of bums. There are plenty of women taking care of bums. Like, it happens.
Oh, no, I'm not saying it doesn't, but I'm saying
every day.
A man with money will never struggle to have women.
Yeah, no, that was a good breakdown. What you think, Alex? What do you think, Isha?
Well, I'm dating. So I'm dating because I'm single, so I see a lot of it. I see a lot from both ends. I've had a guy ask me, "How is my benefits?" Like, well, I know you work for the county. I know you got good benefits. Like, ask me about my benefits. And I've had a guy say that, basically, he wants to start thinking about marriage after 6 months into a relationship, and I'm like, that's scary to me. So
why?
That's good, though.
Because he's just coming too strong for me. Like, hold up, I need to know you. I was married before. I need to take a little time. I'm not going to.
You was married.
Yes, I was married.
So you didn't tell me? Okay. That's all right.
Yo, but why does it take so long, though? Why do you have to wait? How long is, like, if a man want to marry you, it don't take him all day to realize he want to marry you. So why would you postpone that?
That's true, but coming in the gate like after 6 months, I'm trying to think about how I'm gonna propose. That's a little scary.
I don't know, man.
But ain't that what you want?
I want to be married, but I want to know that some people are just dating. I guess there's a difference between wanting to be married and dating with the intent to be. I don't know.
Do you still talk to him, Isha? You still talk to him?
He texts.
Come on.
Put him in the fucking bedroom. Get him out of here.
Yeah, you still talk to him.
So
I like that. No.
Y'all know, like, when the question comes up, like, how do niggas become fuckboys? It's stuff like that. Like,
it's from shit like this. Thank you. This is why fuckboys walk among you bitches.
Shit like Jordan be out here like on that savage shit. Like, everybody gonna know why.
Yeah, but
it's not. I mean, maybe mine is coming. I'm coming from a place of trauma. Like I was married before, and I think I rushed into that marriage.
Then
So
you probably got
sometimes
to unpack your trauma before you keep
so
dating.
much.
You need to work on your trauma before you continue dating, because now you're out here causing trauma on other people because you're traumatized. So you need to tell people that you're unavailable and you need to stop dating. If you just out here to smash,
I
do
don't.
that.
But I don't know. I'm not out here to smash, and I don't
Drop
think
the
that's the
simp,
case.
Then stop dating. Then you need to work on your trauma.
But just because a guy is ready to be jumping to be ready right when he is, maybe she needs more time to get to know him.
Absolutely.
You know,
No, she
fine.
needs less trauma. She's traumatized.
And further, and you are right, as a former family law attorney, please take your time, get married. Please, Lord. You just make us money. You just make us money all caught up in love and superficial shit. Like thinking people gonna change, not knowing them, we gonna grow together. Fuck that.
Right.
Please know these people.
I don't know, man. It's hard for women out here to find a man. I don't know if you should just be blocking it because a nigga said he want to propose after 6 months.
I'm not saying I'm blocking. I think he was just a little bit too aggressive with it.
God damn. So a nigga just want to fuck. He ain't shit. A nigga want to get married. He too aggressive. Like how the fuck can a nigga?
So would you look at it as a side eye if Isha dated him for 6 months and then he popped up with a ring? Would you look at that crazy?
No.
Nah, because once we know what we want, once we know that we're at that stage in our lives, we start having intentions, and then we start to actually, look at red flags immediately. And as we're dating someone, if we see those red flags, we dead it, and then we move on to the next one. We get to a person where we don't see any red flags, that attention lets us know immediately if we want to be with that person long term or not.
But you know what's ill though? But you know what's sorry, Alex, I think Tino's right, but I think it happens more like you fucking a bunch of chicks, you having fun partying, and then you meet a chick that make you change your outlook a little bit. You see something in her. Like I didn't have no intentions. Like I was DJing every day, getting cheeks 7 days a week. Matter of fact, 7 days a week. Period. Like no exaggeration.
Sometimes twice or 3 times a day.
You feel me? Shit was crazy. And then I met my wife. I'm like, oh, I like her. That's it. Like literally, like that's how it went.
That's all it takes, right there.
I was standing outside with my mans, and we did a dap hug because of how lit the summer was. I'm outside the club. We just finished DJ. I'm like, yo, bro. He like, yo, this is the best summer ever. And then it just like, oh, it's her, and then that's it.
So y'all aren't weirded out if a woman after 6 months is like, you're my husband. I already know you are the one for me. Let's be together. Like, where are we
Women
moving?
say a lot of shit though. Women say a lot of
shit.
I feel like you're still in the honeymoon phase though of 6 months. You're still in the honeymoon phase.
You are.
Have you seen that like y'all are still coming with your representative? You're still coming. And I'm not saying that you can't lie.
No, bro, that's the problem. You dating the wrong type of niggas.
But I'm not saying you can't have an inkling to say that, I feel like this is the person that I want to be with. I think you should see people in different seasons.
Listen, man, fuck all that, man. Any nigga that's still running with a representative, man,
put him in a fucking bedroom. Get him out of here. Come on.
First time I see my wife, I literally said, hey, I see you with your pot belly and all that. You know what I'm saying? Because you had a little, you know what I'm saying? Like,
why would you?
I'm telling you, man.
Like, you rude as shit. I prayed for your
That's not rude. That's
honest. Nah, that's not.
Cause
you gotta beat the rest out here, yo. You gotta beat the rest.
They got that little, you know what I'm saying? I said, and your sneakers dirty. I said, bro, who man's is this?
Dirty sneakers?
She's like, no, these is bubble gum bottom. Yo, she's like, cause she's talking about these bubble gum bottom Jordan. You know how they look kind of. I said, no, you got bubble gum on them, nigga. That's the problem.
Put him in a fucking bedroom. Get him out of here.
But also, Shane, I wanted to address one thing. Men can't be whores. You know that, right?
Actually, I do not know that.
Yeah, we can be.
Here we go with this.
Just FYI, we can be whore makers or whore mongers.
Please
But
stop watching YouTube.
we don't get
internet.
well,
Please
a
stay off
whoremonger,
internet.
you could be a killmonger, a whoremonger, but we don't get judged for fucking a bunch of chicks. You do. So we don't
I
get
judge you.
titled. It doesn't
Nah.
matter though, what I'm saying.
We already went down this avenue. No, you
Yeah,
won't.
but
You might be
Shan,
one of the, you might
Go
be one of
away.
the only one.
Go
Not
away.
not everybody, because there's some women that like will know that you got a team, and that makes them want you more. So like, I mean, some women judge
Yeah.
men for that, but some women actually praise men for like having a bunch of women.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. It doesn't affect us adversely. So that's the point, right? But if you had a team, niggas ain't going for that.
No, I'm joking.
Shan, stop that shit, man.
Bruh. Put him in the fucking bedroom. Get him out of here.
I am such a demisexual. It's not even funny. So no
Yo,
teams.
man. All right, man. Interesting. Like